Hey guys, today we're going to be working on page 39 to add fractions using a clock face. Now you may have other methods that work. I would prefer that you use those to check and you try using the clock face method for today, see if it makes sense to you. And if the other way works, you'll continue to use that as well. So you need page 39 of your SAB, and I'm going to tell you what problems to do on that in a minute. But first we're going to practice a problem, so you need some paper, and I've got it ready to go. We're going to show 3 different ways to solve it. It is 1/3 plus 1/6. Now, there are other ways that we can do it. We're going to start with the clock face, and I've made my own very nice piece of artwork here for a clock face, and it's going to be similar to what you do on page 39, but this is a sample problem. Now, if I have 1/3 and I want to find out what that is on a clock, I can use that link from yesterday that's going to be posted on the classroom, and I can also use my clock packet, large clock face. 1/3 of the clock is 20 minutes. Okay, it would be filling from the 12 to the 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of 5 minutes, which is the 20. So I'd go over here for 1/3. I'm going to section off so it looks just like my clock face there. And I'm going to kind of stripe that area. Okay, that's my 1/3. Now I need to add 1/6 to that. I'm going to continue on that amount, but I have to figure out first how much it is. If I look at my clock packet, 1/6, the large clock face, that says it's 10 minutes. 10 minutes is 2 big numbers jumped. It's 2 groups of 5, 10 minutes. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I need to go 2 additional numbers. If I'm on the 12, I'd go 2 numbers to get to the 2. How do I add that down here? I'm going 2 additional numbers. From 4, 5 would be 1, 6 would be 2. So that would put me right here. I'm going to kind of shade this a little differently, adding my 1/6 to it. And where does that put me? How much of this clock face is filled? Well, I'm assuming you're going to come up with that answer as well. You can see it's kind of cut into half. Half of it's filled, half of it isn't. So the answer to 1/3 plus 1/6 must be 1/2. Well, how can we check it? A couple different ways. Let's use a percent method here. We use the clock up top. Let's convert to percents. 1/3 as a percent, 33 and 1/3%. 1/6 as a percent, you look it up on the table. Hopefully you're starting to remember some of this. Remember, there's a 1 and a 6 in 1/6. 16, you have to remember it's 2/3%. So if we add those up, I'm going to put them on top of each other. 33 and 1/3, 16 and 2/3. And the fractions place is kind of like another place value. If you think about it, 1/3 plus 2/3, just like 1 pencil plus 2 pencils is 3 pencils, 1/3 plus 2/3 is 3/3. That's also known as just 1 whole, right? So I'm going to take that and add that to my ones place. 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 6 is 10. 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 1 is 5. That tells me my percent. I just added these up. 50%. Well, 50% is equivalent to 1/2. So that checks so far. Checks with what we got up there. One more way to do it is equivalent fractions. We said that we can turn 1/3 into any equivalent fraction by multiplying the top and bottom by the same number. Well, if I want to get sixths so I can add, I'll change the 1/3 to something sixths. And the way I have to do it is to multiply the bottom by 2. Whatever you do to the bottom, you do to the top. 1 times 2 is 2. So 1/3 equals 2/6. So I'll rewrite this as 2/6 plus 1/6, which equals, I just add across the top when I have like denominators. Keep the denominator. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3/6 is an equivalent fraction. If you look at your percent chart, you can also figure it is equivalent to 1/2 because you're going to divide top and bottom by the same number to get it. What is that number? Well, 3, of course, right? Divide top by 3, you get 1. Divide bottom by 3, you get 2. You got 1/2 there, 1/2 there, 1/2 there. That's an example of how you do these clock fraction problems. Now for page 39, and you can use this video to refer back to how I did it using the clock face, and I would like you to check using either the percent method or equivalent fractions, whichever one is easier for you to do, or common denominators. And here you'll see I've mapped out 2 problems for you for number 4 and number 5 on page 39 of your SAB. And what I want you to do is put in 1/4 plus 1/2 for number 4, and put in 1/4 plus 1/3 for number 5. Remember to use your big clock faces, your large clock faces, or maybe even the sheet that we did yesterday on the 12 different clock faces. That can help you figure out how much to fill on these individual clock faces. I'm going to post solutions too.